All right, let's get my morning fix. Beautiful. We just had a lot of rain here in California. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Nara Kazan over here, our Wednesday network marketing training for LiveGood. Just got to get the ball rolling here. There you go. Done. I'm learning this. What do you know? Well, okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nara Kazan, one of the co-founders and director of network marketing for our revolution, which we love so much, called LiveGood. So again, I want to thank all of you for coming on board with us. This meeting is being recorded and all that stuff. There we go. Perfect. Again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nara Kazan, the director of network marketing for LiveGood. And I want to welcome all the brand new people to our company. We've been around for a little bit over 13, coming about 14 months. I launched a company in December 13th of 2022. And through a lot of amazing people like yourselves who recognize the value of what we're doing, as people's buying habits are shifting, people are getting away from more expensive things and, all about saving money. And one of the things we truly believe that the lockdown did for our planet, besides the fact that making people smart and making them really realize that they need to eat healthy and be healthier, is make people better shoppers. People actually became, excuse my glasses, people actually became better shoppers, ladies and gentlemen. They started investigating, they're going online, like, wait a minute, why am I paying, let's say, $80 for a green that the website of that company is going to clearly explain to me 80% is going to be paid out? I mean, let's look at what's going on to the marketplace. Look at Amazon. Amazon has 220 million people, ladies and gentlemen, that's paying Amazon, I think, $14.95 a month to get free shipping if they buy something. You got Costco here in Southern California or in the United States. Costco has 110 million people, ladies and gentlemen, that's paying Costco about $10 a month, so they can save, like Ben Klinsky, our CEO, says, so they can save $3 on 5 gallons of ketchup. So we know the future is club membership. Everybody's going club. I mean, look at what I drive. I'm a shooter by trade, a hunter, and I buy my ammo, my magazines, my compliant parts, everything else from a company called Big Daddy Unlimited. It's $10 a month, and we save a little bit of money on the things I was going to buy anyway. So LiveGood is a revolution of commerce, but not just revolution of network marketing either. Because a lot of people say, well, yeah, I see you guys are coming over here and you're changing the home-based business model, which we love and adore. And just to be clear, we have nothing against home-based business. We are a home-based business. LiveGood is a club membership. And that is the future of commerce. It's just home-based business happens to be a part of the commerce. So that's what I want to do today. Make sure if you're brand new with us, again, as I mentioned, welcome to our LiveGood family, ladies and gentlemen. At the rate we're growing, over 5,000 people a day are taking a serious look at LiveGood. We call them pre-enrollees. We call them tour takers. That's when you, as a brand new member of LiveGood, because you love what you're getting with our products, you see what these products are actually doing for you, very close to cost, made by the best ingredients money can buy, and you might want to go share it with your friends. And that's where the opportunity comes in. But most importantly, we want you to stay on these products and we want you to get healthy. And for $2.50 a week, which is our membership fee, not only you get your hands on the most advanced nutritional products on earth. I mean, our green, for example, it costs us about $13 to make these greens. We market it to our members, our family members, which we have over 1.1 million of them already in less than about 14 months. We make it for about 13. Lisa and Ryan use the most expensive, most result-driven ingredients on the planet. So we make it for about 13 and sell it to our family members, our LiveGood members, 1.1 million of you that are paying us $9.95 a month to be a part of this club. We sell it to you for 18. So company barely makes any money, pays for the warehouse, a couple of employees, so on and so forth. And that's why I believe, as people's buying habits have shifted, that's one of the reasons we're exploding. Is people are like, oh my gosh, you're telling me I can get this amazing product with 100% money back guarantee, no questions, up to 90 days, and it's only going to cost me 60 cents a serving per day? Yes, it is. Why? Why do other companies can't do it? And let me be very clear. I'm not here to say anything negative about the old way of doing home-based business, about the old way of doing network marketing, multi-level marketing. I've come from that industry, honored to meet Ben Klinsky, our CEO, through that industry about 25 years ago. I've been doing it for about 33 years. He's been doing it about 25 years. And we love the industry. But you know what? Just like horses used to be the primary mode of transportation, and then cars came along. Well, the old way of doing network marketing, which is fine, started in 1934, was making some amazing products, right? Let's say you make an amazing product like this, ABC, multi-level marketing company, and actually they did. And let's say they make this product with great ingredients, and the way they marketed it in the old way of network marketing, and which, by the way, it's a $220 billion a year industry. Direct sale is a $220 billion a year industry. So it's very legitimate, and it's actually a great way of moving commerce and moving products in people's hands. So let's say you get started with a company, and that company will make this product for, let's say, $10. Traditional network marketing companies, they make it, and the way they market it, they bring it out to the masses, to the field, is they use the distribution channel of people, meaning friends referring friends. But okay, so that's how traditional network marketing companies work. They make a product just like an ABC store would make it, just a regular store. Let me share this with you like this. Watch this. I made this morning. Watch this. These three, let's pretend these are identical. I believe our products are way, way better. That's what I believe. I believe because we don't have to pat the products 14, 15 times to satisfy the old way of doing network marketing. Lisa and Ryan do care the most about the ingredient quality, and actually, does the product work for you, or is it just a fad? They're all about results. So let's say this is ours, right? We make it for a certain amount of money. Let's just say 10 to make it all round up. Let's say all of these cost 10. I believe ours is a lot better, costs more, but I'm not going to go there. Okay, let's say these are identical. These are all identical. Okay, the traditional way of doing business. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to share with you what network marketing is, because LiveGood will be many people's first and last side hustle, right? Right. So check it out. This is a traditional company. Let's say a vitamin store. They make a product for, let's say, $10. They make that product for $10. Let's say, hypothetically, they make it on the East Coast. Then they have to make it at the store that costs money, at a factory. Then they have to put it in a truck that costs money and send it to, let's say, New Mexico at the center of the United States. That costs money. Then they're going to warehouse it there. That costs money. Then they're going to have to ship it to other local warehouses. That costs money. Then when it makes it to the local warehouses, which they have to pay rent for, that costs money. Then they're going to go ahead and distribute it to local stores, malls, let's say ABC store. That costs money. And then that ABC store, vitamin store, who made the product for 10, is going to have to hire employees and train managers and pay electricity. And if they're in a mall, they have to pay rent. Oh, everywhere they have to pay rent. Guess what? That costs money. Okay, so that costs money. All of that costs money. This becomes from 10, 80. That's just the way it is. That's just life. Because it has to be made on the East Coast, go to warehouse, employees, rent a building, hire an employee, sell it to an end user for 100. Let's just say 100. That's traditional, same product. Now, network marketing comes along in 1934. In 1934, right after the Great Depression, ladies and gentlemen, right after the Great Depression, ladies who are amazing in many things, including stretching the dollar, right? Ladies came up with a model called the network marketing, referral marketing, multi-level marketing, and that is creating a product, same product, right? But instead of paying all those channels, the stores, remember I told you, comes from the East Coast, goes to Mexico, then goes to the local warehouse, and go to the local store, then you have to pay the employees and all that stuff. All of that turns it from 10 to 100. That's what makes it 100. Then network marketing comes along in 1934. Because why are we doing that? Why don't we just make it for 10, right? ABC MLM, multi-level marketing, ABC. We're not here to badmouth any other companies. We love all the companies. I met Ben Glinsky to this company. Nothing against the company. Industry is just time for a revolution. And guess what? The people who are ahead of the revolution are the people going to cash in. That's just a fact. Let's say this company comes along, makes the same product for $10, but they still going to sell it for 100, 90 to 100. Why? Because the other company, the traditional commerce that made it for 10, exact same thing, let's say exact same thing, and sold it to you for 100. The 90 went into making it over there, sending it to store, the warehouses, and then finally make it to the store, and then you go buy it from the store for 100. 1934, network marketing started. They start making great products again, but you know what? We don't want to send it to the stores. We just want to make it in Florida or whatever. East Coast is in that example. And then we're just going to have the distribution channel of people. Figure out a way to earn a small percentage of 100 other people's efforts instead of 100% of your own effort. Let's find people who want to make a little bit of extra money on the side and pay them that extra 90, that gap from the 10 to 100 that the traditional stores would charge for shipping, renting, hiring, and all that. So that's what started in 1934. And it went great. Awesome. $200 billion a year industry. Go to DSA, which is Direct Selling Association. Just check it out. How big is direct selling worldwide? It's $220 billion a year worldwide. So it worked. It worked great. But then what just happened? About 2.5 years ago, oh my gosh, 4 years ago, something happened to our planet that everybody got locked up. It locked everybody up. Remember that? It locked everybody up. And what do people do when they got locked up? Well, some people, I'm racing because there's nobody on the freeway. But some people sat home and started researching. They're like, wait a minute. I'm on this thing called Amazon. I'm on this thing called this website, this wholesale website. People's buying habits are shifting. Why am I paying $100 for these products when I can buy them from Amazon for half price? So people started looking. People's buying habits started shifting. You're watching Nordstrom. You're watching all these fancy schmancy stores. Volumes are coming down. You see Nordstrom Rack popping up. You got Costco, 200 million people paying. No, I'm sorry, 110 million people paying Costco $10 a month so they can save $3 on 5 gallons of ketchup. But jokes aside, if they really want to save money, they have to buy 2 gallons of milk. Who needs 2 gallons of milk to save $1? So, but the model of the club membership is working. So what happened? This is exactly what happened. In 1934, network marketing comes along, create amazing products for $10. And because of that distribution channel, their way of distribution channels, the way it's been going on since 1934, that's how I met Ben, is make it for, let's say, 10, just like these guys made it for 10, but then have the sales force market it, right? Meaning the uplines and all that. And that worked great. $220 billion a year in revenue. People making crazy income, people getting on some products, but there was a problem with that. And how do we know this problem? Not everybody is eligible, I don't want to sound arrogant, to share this with you, but Ben and I have been running the software, the statistics for some of the biggest network marketing companies for over a decade, well over a decade. We run software, merchant accounts, you name it. All the behind the scenes stuff, that's what we do. So we know average people are on an auto ship on a product order if it comes from a traditional network marketing company because it's $100, like this was $100 from the vitamin store. They just quit in 2.8 months, especially nowadays because people became better shoppers. People became bargain hunters. I mean, the TV shows about, I think it's called Extreme Couponists. People just don't want to spend I buy used cars. People don't want to spend too much money. So what happened is people are starting to realize, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just went on Amazon and I found this product that they're trying to sell me at the ABC store, that the ABC store selling it for 100. Why for 100? Because I have to make it on the East Coast, put it in the trucks, take it to New Mexico, then from New Mexico, hypothetically send it to the local warehouses, then from local warehouses, send it to the malls. From the malls, you have to rent the mall bill, whatever store, and then pay the employees. All that costs money. That's why the 10 becomes 100. The old traditional network marketing industry that's been going around, like I said, since 1934, and it's a $220 billion industry, makes the same thing. Same thing. $10. But they sell it for 100. Traditional MLM sell it for, let's say, 90. But the difference here goes to people above, company owners, pay for offices, fancy buildings, and all that. That's why this is, let's say, 100, and this is 100. The difference between 10 and 100 on this one goes from warehouse to warehouse to warehouse to employees to so on and so forth. The difference between this one, 10 to 100, goes to running the company, people on top of the comp plan. We all see that. I don't want to say anything negative, but they go from company to company, flashing big checks on the stage, and that's where that money comes from, right? The 10 to 90, that $80 is paid out to people above you, people who actually. So I share this with you. I might make $1, but the difference goes up, right? That's just the way it is. Nobody's gonna argue with it. The company's bragging about it. I mean, network marketing companies, and I love, brag about how they pay out 80%. Well, 80%, anybody with a second grade math education and 2 minutes on any other network marketing companies, the old way of doing it, remember the old ABC MLMs, can go to their own company website and say, oh, wait a minute, you want to charge me for this E3 $100? Oh, okay. And this is what it does because these amazing ingredients. Oh, okay. And I looked at these people having testimonials. Oh, okay. What do you want me to pay for this? $90? Okay, I'll pay 90. Mm-hmm. Then I come home and I log into the same company's website, this company, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just paid $90 for this product, but on their compensation plan of the same company, they're telling me how they're going to pay out 80% of it. Wait a minute. That means I just paid $80 for something, $90 for something. 80% of $90 is $72. $72 of my hard-earned money is going to go to somebody else. That's why Amazon went up. That's why traditional network marketing companies come down. That's why traditional, I hate to say it, Jurassic age, old way of doing network marketing companies that are publicly traded, and they're proud, they have to show their earnings are coming down. That's why you have Costco going up. That's why you got Walmart going up. That's why you got Amazon going up, because people are like, we're tired of overpaying. So that was the old way of doing it. Making great products for 10, 10. Ours is way more, but let's just say 10. Let's just be nice. But then they had to pay for trucks from New Mexico. Remember the whole story? That makes it 100. Traditional MLMs had to pay the people in the upline, the fancy offices and the jets and we have 300 employees and we have 15 locations and we have this and we have that. We have $500,000 movies. Well, where do you think that comes from? That comes from making this product. I don't want to get into ingredient levels. I don't have time for that headache. You can check it yourself. But they make it for 10, they sell it for 100 to satisfy the old way of doing business. I'm not being disrespectful, but that's a Jurassic way of doing it. That's the old way of doing it, just like horses were the old way of transportation. Now cars came along. Well, guess what? This was the old way of doing it, the horses, if you want to use car transportation. Then cars came along, right? Cars. The Model T Ford came along. Hey, why don't we just buy from friends? Friends, we can make a couple of bucks. $50 here a month, $60 there a month. I mean, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, network marketing was never designed to make these money that people keep promising people. It wasn't. It was always designed to be a side hustle. People should have a job. People should give to their church, synagogue, mosque. They should give their community. They should save money for retirement. And they should have a side hustle. And the most important part of the Live Good part of it is every time they buy a product, they're saving. I'm going to get to that right now. So they're actually making money because they're saving. So that being said, I know I keep repeating myself, but I want this to get to your head, because this is so important. The first question you're going to get, why are these products so amazing? Nobody says, are they amazing? They are amazing because everybody that joins places a product order. So that's the first testimony. I just bought a product, I say $50, right? People are like, I know these products are amazing, but how? Here is how. We don't pay the trucks to come from New Mexico to middle of America, from middle of America to the local malls. The local malls pay for the employees that the old vitamin stores do. We don't do it like the $200 billion network marketing companies that we love them, and I've been through them. It's a great model. Figure out a way to earn a small percentage of 100 other people's efforts instead of your own effort, like J. Paul Getty said, about 100 years ago. That model worked for a while, but then when the COVID hit, people are like, why am I paying $100 for this? When this MLM company's website is telling me they're going to pay out 80% of it. And guess what? That's where Live Good comes in. Live Good is what we do. We find the best ingredients on earth. Best ingredients on earth. How do we find it? Lisa and Ryan, Dr. Goodkin and his precious wife, are not network marketers. Praise the Lord. Okay? They're not. They're just amazing people who love being healthy. I mean, look at them. And actually, Dr. Goodkin is a pharmacist. He actually comes from the dark side. He's a pharmacist because, no, enough is enough. Why are we waiting for people to get sick and then pump them up with drugs? So I want to share this with you because this needs to resonate with you, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to come up. We're the fastest growing company in the world, not just home-based business. We're revolutionizing the world of commerce. Because remember, if we build a platform, if we build a community of 30, 40, 50 million, we only have 1 million in it right now. We're only the pioneers are in right now. But when, not if, when we have a community of 10, 30, 40, 50 million people that are paying us $9.95 a month to get their hands on amazing life-changing nutritional products for now, the first 2 or 3 years, we're going to focus on that. And then soon everything else, we are a force to be reckoned with. You know how many vendors are lined up to talk to Ben, begging, hey, man, why don't you add a solar referral to your back office? You have 1 million people. We can get a lot of customers. We'll pay you guys. You know how many people are begging Ben to do some discount card, travel deal? You know how many vendors are out there? Oh my gosh, my resveratrol is better than their resveratrol. You know, when you have a community of 1.1 million people in less than a year and a half, supposed to have over 30 million people our first 5 years that you're all ahead of it. When you have that kind of a horsepower, ladies and gentlemen, when you have that kind of a, here comes the word, when you have that kind of a buying power, remember this, that kind of a buying power, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're revolutionizing the world of commerce, not just network marketing. Commerce is changing because I said it. Anything in the world is made for 10, sold for 100. Remember, going through warehouses and all that? It could be a water filter. It could be a TV. It could be anything. It could be a wheel on a truck. It could be a tent on a truck. It could be a car cover. It could be anything. Regardless, then they make it for 10. They have to sell it for 100 to make that broken model work. The old Jurassic way of model of commerce work. It's not just network marketing that was Jurassic. Commerce is changing. Live Good comes along. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. You got Dr. Goodkin and his precious wife. They have been dreaming about these products that they've been making for very, very wealthy people. I mean, Lisa and Ryan are not networkers. They're not. They're not. I already said it 3 or 4 times. They've been making nutritional products, very result driven, Uber level. I'm not talking Uber the car. I'm talking like super wealthy level, that super wealthy people could only afford Lisa and Ryan's products for this, because it was $400 a person per month, because they picked the best ingredients. They don't go cheap on ingredients. But why was it $400 a month? For the same reason this was 10, and remember we went to New Mexico and made it to end user for 100. Same thing. They make the best ingredients, best product with the best ingredients for their physician customers. But by the time we went through that old model, that channel of distribution and commerce, okay, they were doctors, they were not multi-level marketing companies. Still, remember, made in the East Coast, brought to New Mexico, then go to different warehouses, go to the mall, hire employees. That's what makes it 10, 100 in the traditional vitamin stores. That's what makes it 10, 90 in MLMs. What does it make it 90? Paying other people in the upline, paying for fancy buildings, which is fine. Bragging about having 600 employees, 2 private jets, having $500,000, $600,000 movies made, instead of spending the money on quality of the ingredients that Lisa and Ryan do. But that's just the old way of MLM. So they make it for 10, they sell it for 100 or 90 to pay that. So the end user is not saving anything. 100, 90. This pays the truck companies and the mall warehouse and the employees and the high school kids to come and work part-time during Christmas to sell it at the store for 100. That was cost the 10. This one is paying the people in the between and the people on top of the comp plan who drive Ferraris and jets and post pictures. And I'm not, God bless them, good for them. But at a cost of what? At a cost of a single mother paying $100 for a product that costs 10. That's why in the old traditional network marketing, which is the $220 billion industry, people could every 2.8 months. Listen to me very carefully. How can people get healthy if they're going to take a product for only 2.8 months? And if we're talking business, how are you going to build a residual walk-away income? It doesn't matter if it takes you 3 years part-time with a full-time attitude. If people are going to quit every 2.8 months because they're realizing, man, I'm overpaying. I just been on this company, this ABC MLM, the old MLM, the $220 billion a year MLM. And this company is telling me how they make this product for 10. Just like they made it for 10. How are they telling me that? Because their comp plan says they're going to pay out 80%. Well, anybody with a math education can tell you if they're bragging about they're paying out 80%, that means this product costs about 1/10 of what they pay. Simple math. If you can't figure it out with math, you got to take your math class. It's 2nd grade. That's old MLM. Make it for 10, sell it for 100 to satisfy the old way of doing network marketing. Nothing wrong with it. Paying the uplines, paying the hundreds of employees, the private jets, the Rolex watches, all the events actually make companies money. That's another story. That's why they always come right before summer and right before holidays, because companies need that extra money that they get from the events to survive, paying all the hundreds of employees and all that. But that's another story. So when you join LiveGood and people ask you how these products can be so good and so cheap, send them this video and then say this. Well, here's interesting. Lisa and Ryan have been making the most advanced nutritional products on earth, marketing them to doctors, physicians, and then the doctors and the physicians been selling them to their super, how many supers did I say? Wealthy customers for about $400 a person per month. Why? Because that was the old commerce. If they were going to take it, the old MLM would still be the same. Make for 10, sell for 100 to pay the people between and the fancy offices and the employees they brag about. So how can they get these products to people's hands? How can people get healthy, stay healthy, do it in an affordable way? How can we get 1 million people in on these products, just on the savings front and the quality front, just getting ready for the next revolution, which is the big revolution, which is getting rid of the sick care model, meaning people don't want to wait anymore till they're sick to start taking life-changing products. You put all that together, then you got Ben Glinsky, one of the hardest working men I've ever met. I mean, this guy's worked his tail off in this industry. I've been with him. I had the honors and privilege. I got lucky to recruit him. I was 30. He's 10 years younger than me. He was 20, something like that. I don't remember. And let me tell you, this guy was on it. I mean, hardest working guy. He comes in, hammering the phone. He following up with people every other day. Hey, Johnny, it's me, Ben. What are you doing? Hey, man, do you know anybody that wants to do this? You know anybody that wants to make some extra money? You know anybody that wants to get healthy? That's all Ben did all day, every day, until people told me, dude, lose my number. He, made a ton of money as a distributor, working hard, went into ownership. God bless him, kept things honest and fair. Always wanted to do what he can to help the little guy, because that's where him and I come from, and we still are. We still are. But then you know what? After years and years and years of doing his best, I mean, Ben Glinsky, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not kissing up. I'm not taking any credit for it. He's been doing this thing called the Green Company for 20 years. Y'all didn't even know what green was. People didn't know what green was, and Ben was doing it. Green Company means your employees stay home. Everything is remote. Why? Because if you had to pay an employee extra money, so that employee has to come to the office, pay for the gas, dry cleaning, to look good, makeup, and all that, that extra money, he would save it to put it to the comp plan. That extra money that he would have his employees work from home, hence the word Green Company. That extra money went toward ingredient level for Ben. That extra money went into comp plan to help the little people. But there's only so much he could do. There's only so much Ben could move the needle. He did the best he could. So after almost 20 years or 15 years of doing it, he goes, Nader, I'm done. I'm done. Done. I can't fix the industry that's core is broken. And he made sure that he had a whole bunch of companies. He made sure that people are taken care of. I love that guy. He made sure everybody's taken care of, and he walked away. And let me tell you, his dream, he's achieved every dream that people wish they could achieve in this industry. And for him telling you this is broken, come on, less than 1% of the people, ladies and gentlemen, that join a home-based business for means of making money, make enough money to even get 1099 at the end of the year. These are statistics. Statistics don't lie. Like science doesn't lie, statistics don't lie. Out of every 1,000 people, I'll make it easier for you. Out of every 100 people that join some old way of doing network marketing that made products for $10 and sold it to people for $100 to satisfy the old way of doing the comp plan, out of 100 people, only one of them make enough money, meaning more than $500 a year, not a month, for the company owners to send them a tax paper. Out of every 100 people that join a home-based business in a dream of somebody someday making money, will ever make enough, meaning 500, that's the word enough, for us to send them a tax information. But remember this, those companies have a requirement. That means you're probably paying $80, $100, $200 a month on something that costs $10 to make, just to be able to be involved with that company. So you spend about a couple of $1,000s on products for the year, and maybe you make $500. That's 1 out of 100 people that join network marketing. That's why they quit, because people go home a couple of days after the meeting. They're like, what did I just got myself into? Are you telling me you want me to go tell my friends that they should buy this for $100 when the website of the company I just joined with are going to tell my friend that $80 out of the 100 is going to be paid out to other people who had nothing to do with the sale? I can't do that. That's why, and I'm not being negative, ladies and gentlemen, that's why true residual income doesn't exist in network marketing the old way, because people are going to quit in 2.8 months. They do. But in LiveGood is different. Let's talk about LiveGood. LiveGood, Lisa Ryan come along. They do nothing about network marketing. Thank God. I've said that like 5 times. And that's a really big thing for me. Okay? But they're making result-driven nutritional products for doctors. I mean, they know the name of the farmers. I jokingly tell Ryan on our Factor 4, which if I was doing the Jurassic MLM, Goliath MLM, starting those companies still, Ben and I could take the Factor 4 alone to a $20 million a month company inside of 2 years. That's how amazing that is. We joke about how Ryan, Dr. Goodkin, knows the name of the anchovies that goes in there. Talk about picky. Traditional network marketing companies can't do that, because they have to keep the cost low to have that 10x, 12x, 14x to make the old way of doing MLM work. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just over. It's just done. Just like Amazon is bigger than Nordstrom, just like Nordstrom is gone, Nordstrom Rack is out. Just like, I mean, it's just revolution of commerce. It's not just network marketing. LiveGood is revolutionizing commerce. Everybody is going to want to bring their services and goods to us, because we have 1 million plus and soon 20, 30 million members that are paying us $2.50 a week to be a part of a fun club and get most advanced nutritional products for the first 2 or 3 years at very close to our cost. So you got Lisa and Ryan saying, how can I get these life-changing products to people, but everyday people can't afford $400 a month per person? Why was it $400 a month per person? Because remember the Albuquerque story, made in the East Coast, sent to Albuquerque, blah, blah, blah. That's Lisa and Ryan, right? That's how it was. They had to. This is old MLM. This is old MLM. Making it for 10, paying a whole bunch of people between the buyer and the company and all the employees that somebody has to pay for and all that. Let's make it for 10, sell it for 100. LiveGood comes along. Let me finish that story of the three universes. You got Lisa and Ryan wishing they could get these products in people's hands close to cost, which would be impossible outside of LiveGood. Outside of club buying power, remember that word, club buying power, it'd be impossible. You got Ben Glinsky, who's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Thank you, God, for blessing me and my family. He made sure everybody's taken care of. Trust me, I know. I was one of them. Okay? Trust me. Okay? And he just said, I'm done. And he has everything you can imagine that dreams are made of in network marketing. So it's not like he was bitter. No. He knows it works. It's just it works for 0.00001%. So that's Ben Glinsky. Then he got me, a humble servant. I just want to love on people. I just want to help people, and I'm passionate about network marketing. But I deep in my heart, I've always known, because I made products for $5 and sold the people for $100, and then shamed them that the only way they fail is if they quit. Because I've launched big companies, and you have to use the cheapest ingredients because you have to have a 14x, and people are not going to pay $500 a month. So guess where the money is going to come from? Ingredient quality. And I'm not going to get into arguments with that. Anybody can take any product, take it, send it to any lab, do a reverse engineering process, and they'll tell you what's in the product. But here's what I do know is Ben went into retirement. Lisa and Ryan, like, oh my goodness, how can I make this work? How can we get these products in people's hands? These products really work if people could stay on them for more than 2.8 months. Or if average people could afford it, because not average people can afford $400 a person per month, which was costing Lisa and Ryan to bless these people with because they went through the old channels. December 13, 2022, Ben Glinsky launched LiveGood. He did it deliberately when all of the traditional network marketing company leaders are asleep. He did it deliberately when the ABC MLM companies are. Why? Because all of those companies, I love them. We're not saying anything negative. They die during the summer. They die during the holidays. Why? Because people are like, I am not going to pay $100 for this when the company's website, whatever the name of the company is telling me 80% of it is paid out. Because I'm going to take that money, I'm going to take my kids to amusement park. I'm going to take my kids down to the beach and watch the sunset with them during the summer. I'm going to not work that much overtime so I can spend time with my beloved. That's why network marketing companies die out during summer and winter and Christmas times, because people don't want to spend the money. And that's why those companies always have events right before it, because those events are to bring in money so the companies can survive during the dead months. So Ben comes out and launches it right when everybody's asleep. December 13, 2022. Everybody's asleep. All the networkers are, we call them MLM coma, hibernation. Nobody's going to overpay for products during the holidays and summers. I already said why. So he launched it, we launched it, pre-launched it at the worst MLM timing, because Ben wanted to prove to the world that if you have the best ingredients in the world, by far, physician-grade ingredients, by far, I'm telling you, Lisa and Ryan know the name of every farmer. MLM companies can't afford that when they have to make it for 10 and sell it for 100. We can't, because we make it for 13, sell it to you for 18, because we don't have to pad it. Therefore, people will stay on it for a long time. People would blessed by it for a long time. You put all that together, and I just love to help people. So all of that already existed. Lisa and Ryan wanting to do this, bringing it to the masses, but couldn't because the old way of commerce. Ben being sick of the network marketing, even though blessed him beyond measure, and he's blessed so many people during the journey, but said, I'm done. I'm done. And then me, I stuck around. I do other stuff, but I'm like, dude, this industry could be amazing. This helping people is awesome. Loving on people is awesome. But when we know deep in our heart that the $80 green that you're selling somebody is cost the company $7, and then people on top of the comp plan going to show off their Rolls Royces from your single mother's money, people quit. But in LiveGood, they're not quitting. So why don't we create a club membership? Everybody else is going club. That's why Ben came out. He goes, wait a minute. People buying habits are shifting. People are becoming bargain hunters. People are sick and tired of overpaying for things. Why don't we just create a club like Costco and charge our product is our membership? That's the product. And then when people buy our product, we can commission it, which is the membership. And then that product will give people the ability to get their hands on the most advanced nutritional products on earth at pennies on a dollar compared to other companies. And I'm not just talking network marketing companies. I'm talking traditional companies. And why don't we create LiveGood? Timing is perfect. The reason Ben came out of retirement was because everything lined up like a perfect storm. Like I said, Lisa and Ryan, oh my gosh, how can we give these products to people? It's not going to cost them $400 a person. Why was it $400 a person per month? Because of the old way of commerce. Remember Albuquerque and all that story, the shipping? If we were going to do it the traditional MLM, it'd be the same thing. They're still making it for the same money, but they have to keep all these heavy hitters on top of the comp plan, the private jets, and the fancy schmancy trips. It would still be the same. So how can they bring these products to people so people actually stay on them as long as they need it? Not overpay. LiveGood. LiveGood comes along, the most advanced nutritional products on earth. We create a club membership. The membership is our product. It's fully commissionable. It's $40 one time to own a global business. Nobody's losing anything. Nobody's borrowing money. Nobody's putting it on a 30% credit card and building debt. It's a one-time $40 to own a global business and 33 cents a day to be a part of a club. It's club membership power. We're changing the world of commerce. And yes, network marketing is just a part of commerce. You're not out there disrupting, or however they say it, the world of network marketing. We love network marketing. We're just revolutionizing it. Just like horses were the mode of transportation, and then cars came along, and now electric cars are out there. I'm not starting that conversation. But it's evolution. It's evolution. Old way of commerce, making a product for 10 in the East Coast. I'm wrapping it up. Sending it to your warehouses, New Mexico, then warehouses, sending it to the local warehouses, then hiring, building, renting stores, paying for employees. That's what makes the 10, 100. Traditional MLM, traditional business. Lisa Ryan, $400 a month per person. That's why it was. MLM, $220 billion a year industry. Make it same thing. Make it for 10, just like they made it for 10. They have to sell it, but they don't spend the money on distributions and New Mexico and all that, mall rental buildings. They spend it on paying it people between. But the bottom line is the end user is paying $100 for a $10 product. What did LiveGood do? No. We're not doing that. We believe in the power of the word of mouth. A proof is in the pudding. 30% of the people that join LiveGood immediately start referring. Why? Because A, they're proud of what they're doing. Key point. They're proud. They're like, I can do this. I can tell my friends about this. And if they don't like it, they send it back. They get their money back. A. B, they're like, you know what? I know because I just looked at the website and I know when I sell my single mother an E3 or my single father a green for $18, I know 50 people above are not getting paid on my friend's money. That's what we're duplicating. That's what we're exploding. That's what we're revolutionizing the world of commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 7 million people in the United States that have been in network marketing. There's less than 200,000 people in LiveGood. You want to reach out to everyone that's ever shown you a lotion, a potion, a travel, a crypto. I hope they enjoy that. But whatever. And say, hey, I remember you showed me your green. I remember you showed me a CBD oil. I remember you showed me your collagen. I remember you showed me your coffee. I remember you showed you have 30 products. Pick one. Hey, obviously, that wasn't for me. I just couldn't afford it. But I just started a new business. We're selling much better one, very close to cost. Take a look at my website. Let me know who you know. Always take a look at my website. Let me know who you know. Reach out to every networker who's ever shown you the deal of the month. And believe you me, companies come and go. Obviously, they come and go because people quit every 2.8 months. Where's the retention? People are not going to overpay anymore. Those days are over. That's why my tagline is the days of overpaying for nutritional products. So maybe some people on top of the comp plan gets paid on it is over. That's the reality of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want you to do. For the next 90 days, I want you to pretend that's it. You're not going to be able to recruit or refer any more affiliates in LiveGood. Have that mentality. Two things. Number one, pretend it costs you $1 million to become a LiveGood affiliate. I want you to pretend that. I want you to take LiveGood that seriously. All out massive action for the next at least 9 months. All out massive action. Part-time with a full-time attitude. Nobody's losing anything. Be proud of what you are. One time, $40. Half a tank of gas, depending on which car. And 33 cents a day to be a part of a global revolution of commerce. Not just network marketing. Remember, club buying power. When we have 30 million people, The world of commerce is going to shift. And are there going to be other LiveGoods? Absolutely. I hope so. I hope so. Guess what? If I want to wipe my grandson's nose, if he has a runny nose, what do I use? Kleenex. If I have a boo-boo, what do I use? A Band-Aid. If I want to clean the window of my truck, what do I use? A Windex. A Windex, a Band-Aid, and the other one, whatever I said, Windex, Band-Aid, whatever. And Kleenex are not the product, the brand. LiveGood will be a brand. And you are in a very, very, very beginning of it. The first 3 million people that are joining LiveGood, ladies and gentlemen, are the pioneers, are the warriors, are the ground makers. You're the special forces, if you want to use a military lingo, that are dropped behind enemy lines. Because the world of commerce is broken. The world of commerce is broken. The masses will come in. We will have tens and tens of millions of people in this beautiful family we call LiveGood. And you have an opportunity to be ahead of everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, America alone, there's 330 million adults, and we're coming up with kids product line that haven't heard about LiveGood yet. There's less than 200,000 people in LiveGood in USA. There's 7 billion people in the world that need our reds, because guess what? They all have a heart. Ladies and gentlemen, all out massive action. The next 90 days, you want to be that rocket that's just going to go all. You want to reach out to everyone that you know and say, hey, have you heard what's going on in LiveGood? That's one approach. The second thing, if you want to do it like this, is you're already in LiveGood, right? Make people kind of feel like, am I missing out on something? Am I missing out on something? Reach out to everyone. One of the things I'll never forget about Ben, I'm telling you this, besides his laugh, is the way he followed up. Let me tell you, that guy can follow up. And my mentor, Scotty Kufis, he used to tell me when I was a prepaid legal years ago, he said, the fortunes are in a follow. Ladies and gentlemen, LiveGood is in people's faces. They can't get away from it. Sooner or later, everyone that you know will be a member of LiveGood. And some of them might want to make some money out of it. Some of them might. We're waking up the world. LiveGood will be many people's first and inevitably last home-based business. I mean, if you join a company that's going to give you this product very close to cost, because we don't have fancy offices, we don't have 400 employees, we don't have private jets, we don't have 20 locations, that will come, the cost of that will come from the ingredients and the comp plan. We're giving you the most advanced nutritional products on earth, like I said, that Lisa and Ryan been selling to people individually for $400 a month per person. And we're bringing them to you at very close to cost through the power of club buying called LiveGood. And LiveGood will be a household name, just like Kleenex, Windex, and Band-Aid. So the next 90 days, the next 120 days is what I want you to do. I want you to pretend after that you cannot recruit anymore. I want you to pretend the next 90 days that it costs you $2 million to join LiveGood, and it's costing you $10,000 a month to be active and building it. If you're here to build it as a business, if you're here to take advantage of the products, God bless you. We're going to have tens and tens of millions of people like that. I love you. I love you. And that's the foundation. But for the pioneers, for the special forces, for the behind the enemy warriors, for the ones that are going to go out there and really carve out a giant piece of this beautiful pie we so lovingly call LiveGood, you want to go all out massive action. Don't quit your job. And if you're with other companies, God bless you. We don't have everything. We don't have everything. I'm sure there are other network marketing companies that have great products that we don't have yet. But when Ryan and Lisa make them, believe you me, it will be made by top-notch ingredients. They will go crazy on the ingredient levels, because unlike other companies, the old MLM, the ABC MLMs, the Jurassic MLMs, the Goliath MLMs, we don't have to increase it tenfold to satisfy the same people that go from company to company on top of the tree and keep getting paid. We keep it very close to cost. We give it to you very close to cost. So you take it when you need it, and you get on our Zooms, you listen to the creators. You don't have to listen to some master distributor, perfect teeth, perfect jaw, perfect hair, perfect body, who is going to go from one company to another company selling their snake oil. You're listening to Lisa and Ryan, the creators. That's LiveGood. We are revolutionizing the world of commerce. This is old MLM. This is new home-based business. Close to cost, highest ingredient, massive, massive retention, because who's going to quit paying 33 cents a day when it's saving them $30, $40, $50 a month on products alone. And or they get to get on our Zoom 3 or 4 times a week, just the corporate ones, and have fun with us. It's time to have fun. It's time to bless the masses for decades to come. Reach out to everyone that you know, ladies and gentlemen, and you have 2 options. Option number 1, have you heard what's going on in LiveGood? And send them your link. Pick a country. We're opening up China. Reach out to everyone that you know. Say, hey, my business is expanding into China. Who do you know in China? Here's my tour link. Let me know who you know. That's it. You don't need their opinion, because remember, opinions are like a belly button. Everybody besides Adam and Eve has one. You don't need people's opinion. Reach out to people just like you're inviting them to your wedding. Excited. It's all attitude. Reach out to everyone and say, hey, have you heard what's going on in LiveGood? You got to check this out. Hey, my business is exploding in China. Take a tour. Let me know who you know. Next week, hey, my business is expanding in New York. Take a tour. Let me know who you know. That's another approach. Here's another approach. Hey, you already in LiveGood, right? Make people think, am I missing out? That's what you want to do. 3 options. Hey, have you heard what's going on in LiveGood? Check out my website, tour page. That's it. You don't need to write blogs. You don't have to talk about explain. Nothing. Go. 1, 2. Hey, you're already in LiveGood, right? Make people think, oh my gosh, am I missing out? Sounds like everybody's in LiveGood. And the third thing, hey man, I'm expanding into New York. Our company's expanding into China. Hey, we just opened up our location. We just opened up our distribution center in Germany. Who do you know in Germany? Who do you know in Africa? Who do you know in China? Just reach out to people. If they're not interested, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want referrals anyway. See, when you invite people to your wedding, you're not asking for their opinion, are you? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to pretend Nader, Ben, Lisa, and Ryan are going to give you $10,000 per name of everybody that you're going to invite to a wedding. How many people are you going to invite? Those are the people who should be taking tour of your website. You don't need to explain anything. You don't have to get into details. You don't have to say the things we say. Send people to the YouTube page. Have them watch Lisa and Ryan. And if it's going to take too much convincing, LiveGood is not for them. If they're business people, and if they're regular people, like everyday people, when they take our products, they're sold. I mean, our number 1 recruiters are the people who get on our products right after they told me they'll never recruit again. Oh, I'm never going to recruit again. All of my friends, I got them into this and that. Next thing you know, everybody orders their International Wellness Pack, believe it or not. They order their International Wellness Pack, and they're like, oh my gosh. Then I get a call like 2 weeks later. Hey, Nader, it's me, Bobby. Hey, Bobby, what's up, buddy? Hey, man, listen. I got a Zoom coming. I got a free Zoom account. Can I talk to 5 or 6 of my friends? Oh, by the way, I just hit bronze. Bro, you told me you're not going to recruit. I know I told you that, Nader, but I got on these products, man. They work. They really, really work. So I don't want my friends sign up with anyone else. That's LiveGood. That's LiveGood. Pretend it costs you $10 million to join LiveGood. Pretend it's costing you $10,000 a month to be active. This is where people want to build it as a business. That's the Wednesday call. That's how you promote LiveGood. And pretend you only have 90 days to recruit. And after that, it's just member. Love you all. See you on the tomorrow night Zoom. Thank you, Jesus.